Yep, I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. I believe we are live.
What?
I know, right? 2 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock your time?
Yep, 1 o'clock Mountain Time.
Let me make sure I have all this. This is fun. We're gonna have to do this this live stuff more often. Just
shows we've been live for 1 minute and 15 seconds, though. It's a little concerning.
Record our life. Here, my side shows like 30 seconds. Let me see.
We are live. Yep, there it is.
Sweet. Okay, awesome. Well, we ready to do this? What do we have scheduled? A good 3 or 4 hour chat?
Yeah, I would think we're gonna run it until we usually do dinner here about 6:30. So we got
It's 1 o'clock there. Yeah,
we got 5.5 hours of boring people with staring at us. That ought to be interesting.
Yeah. Did you practice your dance moves though?
I forgot to, but
so yeah. Okay. Well, we're just going live to chat about the promotional products world, the branded merchandise world. I've actually been wanting to do a live stream program once a week, maybe twice a week, for a little while. And this obviously just the time that we have now, and being home is a good time to get it started. So that's what we're doing. But it's really just to chat about branded merchandise and promotional products, and because that's obviously what we do as Nation Imprint, but just any way that we can help businesses understand the programs, products, the processes better, and things like that is what we're doing. But Chad, before we get going though, I need to ask. So since I was last out there and saw you, I don't know, a month ago, I started growing my beard, just trying to keep up to the full beard that you have going on there. You got a good 4 inches on that. There, yeah. I said
no better time than when you're in quarantine, just to let it go.
Yeah.
Then you end up realizing you end up seeing more people, I feel like, because you're on 20 Zoom calls a day compared to normally I'm not as much.
So. It's funny. I let mine go thinking that I wouldn't really see a lot of people, right? But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of it. So a nice picture in the background there.
My Minshew picture. Which way you move there?
A Jacksonville fan in Utah.
Yeah. No Utah football, so
yeah.
Staying faithful.
It's, I guess, a good thing about no sports right now is that Utah really doesn't have sports anyways.
it's hey, come on, we got hockey, we've got basketball.
True.
We've got I don't know who watches hockey anyways, but
I'm from Minnesota. We definitely watch hockey up here, or did.
Yeah.
Before. So
there's a few people then.
Yeah. So our goal with this, we'll just get into start chatting on some stuff. But please, if anybody's on here, if you have questions, type in questions. We can, see them, things you want to, chat on or ask questions about, please do. But we really just want to talk about, like I said, the branded merchandise and different things, the power of promotional products, and the importance of using correct, branded products, promotional products for your business, and staying relevant at this time. Should you be putting yourself out there, or should you not? Should you just be sitting home eating bonbons? And then what is working in that branded merchandise world right now? So that's where we are.
Ryan, have you been working the last few weeks, or like what's the?
This
is
no,
all new to me. I was under the impression that like things were closed. It was like a vacation, but maybe not.
Yeah, it's just a good time to just sit back, relax, be on a vacation. Yeah, for sure.
Because everyone wants to be on a vacation, stuck in their house with their kids doing homeschool. It's not really.
Yeah. No, it's been, obviously for us, for Chad and I here, it's been. I want to say busier to a degree, meaning like my days are fuller, it seems, than they were prior. And I guess it's really because we're spending our time looking at ways of how we adapt to these, times. I understand it's hard for a lot of people, and certain people are losing their jobs and all of that. But even for us, for Nation Imprint, I mean, we're having to figure out ways to adapt, to change things, to cut what you do different here and there, to make things work. But I know one of the things Chad and I talked about early on, something I had heard a couple of weeks ago, was somebody that said something along the lines of you need to figure out not plan of like what how is this said? It's what we will be when we come out of this, not how do we preserve what we had. Yeah, that was it. So what will we be as a company, as people, once we get through this, not focusing on, all right, how do we preserve just what was? It's changing it up. It's doing things differently. So that's what we've been spending our time on. So no,
I think
solution here.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way. My days have been busier, not even, just from the fact of you're completely flipping from working in an office environment with employees and things going on, and to working from home, to helping homeschool with the kids, and just life is busy even when everything's shut down, and just trying to flip do a complete 180 from the direction we kind of were heading in to all of a sudden one day you're not heading in that direction. You gotta learn to pivot and make changes, I guess, is the biggest thing. And I feel like we've in the last 2 weeks, it's been I think we've done pretty well with that. Personally, I think we've been able to make some great changes. We have everyone's working from home, whether they were in the office. So that was kind of not probably one of the easier things for us. Was I think we all kind of had places set up at home where we could work at nights and things like that. So being able to, I didn't have to do a whole lot for myself. I had a home office that I worked out of, time to time anyway. So that's been a good transition for myself.
Yeah. And the same, I'm Chad is in Salt Lake City, Utah, which is where our corporate our main office is, and that's where the other main employees are at. And for myself, I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and so we've been working remotely and separate for a year and a half now. Of doing this, so it's different, definitely. I turned part of my house here into a Nation Imprint display room, as you see. So I still have my giveaways that I can send out to clients and customers to stay relevant with them. But
we did the same. Set up a little shipping station set up in the basement, and definitely some things we've had to turn the house a little bit more into a warehouse office, but things are working. So.
But we've continued, I've continued to put out information, daily to, my customers, to the social media world of, our products. So even though some people might not be purchasing today, or certain businesses aren't open, it's keeping yourself out there, keeping yourself relevant to, your customers, because the truth is that more people are spending time in front of their computers right now and looking at social media content and things that you're putting out than they were before. And so now is the time to stay relevant. Sure, you might need to adapt your content or change your messaging in some way, But it's staying relevant. It's changing up and adapting in any way, that you can. So I 100% agree or believe that it is, important to keep in front of your customers right now. Don't take this time as a time that they don't want to hear from you, or because they're, at home having to listen to their kids, sit through homeschooling and blah, 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 that they don't have time for it. No, it's probably actually the opposite. It's a break for them to get away and do something different.
I would say we had more, and I think it's across the board, whether it's with customers, suppliers, things like that, more face-to-face interaction in the last couple of weeks, whether it's on social media, on Zoom, FaceTime type meetings and things like that, than I think we ever had before.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was more email. People would get back to you at different times, but I think people are actually a lot more accessible now than they were before. I think people are actually looking for somebody to talk to other than their wall. They're sitting at home by themselves. So, I mean, it's actually a great time to reach out to people, see how they're doing.
And I think that in a great way, yes, I love being in front of people, but this is still in front of them. Like, if I'm sitting here selling to you, Chad, like I am 100% in front of you, and actually think that this will turn into more of what people do. Like, I will spend more time, Zooming with people now going forward, even after this is over, because it's easy, because I can have all of my products, with me. You can share screens, and it's, generally takes less time than having to sit down and do a whole, meeting with somebody. So I think it's products, the power of promo products. I think one of the true goals that I have for myself in this industry is to make businesses, companies, end users understand the actual real truth of how powerful a promotional product, can be. And that's not using, junky, items. That's not what is Chotsky's, as people call it. Like, that is not what Nation and Print, does. It's the real power of what there is behind a, promotional product. I'm going to share something here. Bear with me. Can you see that on your end, Chad?
Yep.
Awesome. And this is also I'm using this StreamYard live stream system instead of just the standard live or even Zoom system. And it's sweet. It's beautiful, but it is my first time using it. And shout out to Ken Walls for hooking me up with it. But promotional products, this down here says people keep promotional products. 82% say they own one. 47% they say they've kept it for more than a year on there. So for me, it's, think of that aspect of it. Anything that you as a business are handing out to somebody that has your name, on it. Hand sanitizer here, that has your brand printed all over it. It says 82% of the people say they have one sitting in their house, some branded merchandise product. So it is important, that you do that. And then
don't forget to sanitize.
Yeah, everybody wash your hands. I love that we have to be telling people to wash their hands.
That is something, though. Like, you bring up sanitizer. That's something that's been a crazy topic in the promotional world. Is hand sanitizer right now? It's like the toilet paper, in the promotional world. Honestly, if you go to pick up a bottle of sanitizer right now, they're flying off the shelf quicker than toilet paper. But it's for us, it's something we've been probably by far getting the most requests for right now is sanitizer. Branded sanitizer with your logo on it It's definitely a hot topic.
Yeah, sanitizer is a product everybody should be using right now. But I love this. So here's just some of our stats. That have been done through researches, and this isn't just from our business. This is for promotional products across the country. But 83% of people like receiving them. Here's a shout out to the 17% of the people that said that they don't like receiving them. Right? They're just haters, anyways.
Who are those?
Cat killers.
You know what it is? It's the people that receive the Chotskys.
There we go. People that got Chotskys.
I think that's something, you mentioned it before, but it's something that I almost cringe at the idea. So promotional products, there's two totally different worlds. There is the cheap promotional products which serve their purpose. Don't get me wrong. There is a purpose for a 25, 30 cent pen. Is it the greatest use in the world? Probably not. I sometimes cringe at some of the things that I receive when I'm walking around, visiting a trade show. And sometimes somebody will hand you a pen that looks like it was put together in China in 0.83 seconons. And the first time you go to write your name with it, that pushes up and breaks. And I mean, talk about a horrible way to even put your company out there is by putting your name on something cheap and junky is definitely not a good thing. But
this
what is this?
It's something I pull up. This is I just typed in Chotskys definition.
That's how you spell Chotsky?
I think Wikipedia told me.
That's a Slovakian.
Hold on here. It says the part I loved was they can also be sold as cheap souvenirs in tourist areas, which are sometimes called Chotsky shops. And that's the thing. If it
don't be a Chotsky shop.
Yeah, and we're not a Chotsky shop supplier. So, but it's it's real. Like you mentioned, even pens. Okay, I'll talk about some pens up here. So you can buy 25, 30 cent pens. Yep, and we even can supply them if we wanted. What's up, Tom? Looking at my comments, Chad. Sorry to interrupt that all, guys, but Chad.
Elizabeth Hood. No, you didn't say cat killers. That was Ryan, not me.
Maybe that was the 17%.
Those are the haters.
Yeah, those are the haters. So, but this is a pen. So there's 25 and 30 cent pens that you can get, right? But those are pens that are going to be thrown away immediately. Those are pens that once somebody clicks them, the top goes springing off, and they throw it away. And then they look at it, and your brand's on there, and they just got one of the crappiest pens, and now they've associated it with your brand as far as a crappy pen. So spend the 60 cents, 75 cents, $1 to get some nicer. Get some nicer pens. That's important. Like I always say this to my customers is, let's say you have a budget of $1,000. Don't try to buy $3,000 or 3,000, cheap pens. Get 500 nice pens that are actually going to be kept. Your dollars will go, much stronger than that. So yeah, Tom, sorry. This is our brother, Tom, and sorry that he's never been able to grow hair quite like this. So sorry, man.
Ouch.
Billy.
When do I get a Nation Imprint hat? We only have 2.
That's right.
I'm wearing one, and we gave the other one away to someone else.
We ship them back and forth so when we want to change colors on them, though. But hey, Billy. Hit me up.
Crap. We have more than 2.
I'll get you a hat, Bill, just because you demand. Where were we?
Cheap pens, good pens.
Yeah. So it's promotional products are amazing. Promotional products work. And like, go back to my point of making people understand the real power of promotional products, is because good products are what make your brand, stand out. And right now, especially, the importance of being relevant out in front of them now. And if you're handing out a great product, it's something that's going to be shown. I mean, how many people are in front of their screens right now, with the products that they'll be getting from you? So,
did you make Bill cookies?
Yeah, homemade. They were homemade for sure. No, he's talking about, and I'll get to these later. He's talking about these packs of cookies that we do.
We only have 5 hours left, so make sure you schedule those in.
Sorry. It's crazy. You go live like this. We're already 20 minutes. Dang. All right. Let's talk about what is working right now in the world of branded merchandise. One, and I'll just mention real quick again, if you are buying branded merchandise, if you're going to buy promotional products in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, year, 2 years, hand sanitizer is a product that you need to make sure you're buying, because I guarantee you it's a product that somebody is going to, that anybody you give it to, they're going to hold on to, they're going to use, they're going to keep. Just me think, I need to sanitize real quick here. Chad, have you sanitized in the last 10 minutes?
3 minutes ago.
Nice. So hand sanitizer, that's an amazing product that you need to make sure you're buying, no matter who you are. So make sure you have hand sanitizer on your product. But what is working now? We talked, earlier about, the power of promotional products. You need to think and adapt to what is going on now in the world, where people are at, who your customers are, who your employees, are, what they're going through, the time of the year. There's just multiple things. Don't go on to a Chotsky supplier website and buy chip clips because it's the first thing on this, that they're showing on the screen, and they're on sale for 49 cents. I do think one of the things that will come out of this whole pandemic, that we are going through, is hand sanitizer, people washing their hands. I know it sounds stupid, like, I hope people have been washing their hands forever, but it's crazy to me, how many people truly didn't. I know this is disgusting, but like, I would go even to our, we have an office that's shared with, a bunch of other offices. And so you go into the, the amenities are shared areas, and you'd go into the restroom and you'd be in there washing your hands, you leave in the restroom and someone's, one of the stalls down, and you see them just walk out of the restroom. And to me, I mean, that's like, this is disgusting. Not only now, but it's like, I hope going forward, this kind of gets people more into the habit of, like, wash your hands. It's disgusting, I'm not sure if this is the setting to talk about this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Going up just what you said, dudes, anybody that goes into the bathroom and you go and you stand at the urinal and you do your thing, how the heck do you think you can just walk right out? Like, just think of everything else you're touching. And I see it. Like, I'll be in a bathroom and somebody just walk right out without washing their hands. And I think I will start, but so many times I've wanted to call them out and be like, you just, wash your hands. So not sure how we're going into that, but just a PSA from Nation Imprint. Wash your hands, dudes.
From the CDC, clean your hands.
That's right.
And if you're
sanitizing,
make sure you're using at least 62% alcohol.
That's right. Chad, you remember Denise? Hey, Denise, how are you?
I do remember Denise.
She was she lives in Melbourne, Florida now, but she was a customer of ours when she was a PTA president. Highland Park Elementary.
Aaron, you know what you're washing. Aaron's one of the people that needed to hear to wash your hands.
That's right. Aaron.
Someone going to make a cameo.
We just called out. So a shout out to Eli. Thanks for jumping on, man.
So yeah, I think some of the other things,
and then
that are working well for us right now, and like any company, where we had to pivot probably the most is a lot of the stuff that we do is product that we print and put your logo on, and then we deliver it to, usually the corporate office. And that's where, somebody there at the, purchasing HR, somebody there hands it down to, whether they use it at events or they give it to their employees as gifts and things like that. We're seeing a huge spike in shipping directly to homes. Obviously right now, that's where everyone is. And so that's the only way to reach people. So something we're doing is, whether it be on anything, it could be on something as small as a pen. It could be on something as small as a thing of sanitizer, reminding employees to to sanitize and wash their hands and stay clean. And it could be something as expensive as a pair of AirPods that we do, custom AirPods, shipped to home, shipped to your employee's home, shipped to your client's home. Is just a cool something big that's happening. Do you actually have that?
Yeah, you have water
in that NI bottle.
I do. And I actually just put it up here so it'd be out of reach, because I was like, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom before long if I keep drinking that. So thanks, Abby. But the real power of promotional products is shifting and adjusting to where we're at, and thinking about it in that aspect. So, products that we're selling right now still to our customers and clients are things like this. And I'm going to share because people are home. Let's see this here. But are these essential oil diffuser kits? So this is where I believe Nation Imprint has always been strong, and it's in putting products in front of our customers where they can see the current, the value of what real items are for current situations. One thing that Nation Imprint isn't is we're not just a catalog company to where we just have hundreds of thousands of any item just in catalogs that we drop off to you. It's based on your needs, the customers, the time, your employees, where we're at. And so this is that perfect example, of that. So it's, a essential oil diffuser kit, and I'll have Chad show that here, but it's USB, so it plugs right into your, computer. So how more relevant can you not be to your employees that are working from home right now, or to your customers who are sitting there in front of their computers, getting a product from you, that Chad will show you here, that's with all your information. Nice.
Like this is, and I don't want to be one of those, hey, I've got essential oil people.
Hey,
but here I am.
I have essential oil friends. Make sure they're not on here that we're not. I know.
You're good people.
I have an essential oil diffuser beside my bed. I do.
I've got one, and honestly, I use this thing that Ryan just talked about. It is one of the coolest things. And talk about a good ship to home item right now is a tiny little diffuser. You plug it into your computer. Obviously, it's branded with your logo right there. Plug it in, and boom, you've got a good smelling room in a matter of
it comes. So that kit that you saw there comes with, the essential oil, comes in a bag, and that's a product that you can ship directly to, your employers' clients' homes right now that they will use. And that is something that you will be remembered for, for doing something like that right now. So
yeah, so it's pretty cool. Honestly, it comes in this bag, comes in this little fancy dancy, bag that you get there with your logo on it. Won't say UPS on it. It'll say your logo on it. Well, it won't say your logo on it. So your own little droplets of oil, your own diffuser.
And all three pieces are customized.
It's pretty sweet, Ryan. That is.
So see, I love that too, Denise.
I knew it would come in handy sitting here on my desk at some point, but it's truly though one of one of those promo items that's like, I don't think anyone's going to throw that away. It's something that's, if they don't use it themselves, they're going to give it to their wife, or they're going to give it to somebody that uses it. It's a great little, little piece. Ship it to their home.
send to your customer for 20 bucks. They're sweet. How about this? So everybody is in front of their computers, right? So you've been seeing, these blue blocking glasses. That's what I wear here, as well.
Send me a pair.
What'd you say?
I said, you could have sent me a pair.
Yeah. But these, so it's the perfect product right now to send out. Easy to direct ship and mail, to customers, employees. They're custom printed with your name, on the side of them, your logo on it. But these are products that you send these to your employees, customers, clients, and it shows that you care, but it's also a very relevant, useful product, at this time. So that's an awesome thing. Here's another one I love. Here's one I love. So we're all doing virtual happy hours, right? How many people have not been on a virtual happy hour in the last 3 weeks? Or better question is, how many people haven't done one every day in the last 3 weeks? That way. So here's a great product. I'm going to show you more in detail of that.
I have some of those here. You should have warned me. I could have one ready.
Yeah. So we do full customized. Let me do this here. Wine bottles. So either wrapped with a label or etched and color filled like this, but multiple different types, of wine. But here's a product that, once again, you take that right now, and this is the product that you're sending to your employees, customers, clients. What do you think the first thing that they're going to do when they get this product is? They're going to be showing this in front of the screen. Yeah, drink it down. But they're going to be showing this in front of the screen to all of their customers, right? So, to all of their friends. Everybody's going to see your brand, on there. I promise you that this is a product that they're going to probably take and immediately, post on social media, which is what you want, with these products. You want to, people to get items from you, and them be so awesome that they post it on social media, which is sharing your brand, out there. So that's awesome. Right? Awesome.
I think it's awesome.
That's nice.
Since we're going to keep saying awesome.
Yeah. And speaking of virtual happy hours, I do say awesome a lot. It's just what I do. Here's another great thing. Don't get caught with your pants down. So yeah, I'm sure some of you have seen these videos that have been going around of people that are Zooming and doing these conference, video calls right now. And them forgetting that it's on, or not having it covered up, or when it's ending, or camera starts before they're ready, and showing the different things of them using the bathroom, or somebody was in their underwear type of things. This is a great product because it's just that little simple camera cover that goes over your camera on your computer. And awesome thing about this is an easy mailable product. So you could get these right now and write a card to your customer employees and put this in there and just mail it in a normal envelope. It's not going to cost you any more, to do that. Comes with options of this card on there, or a full custom card to even have more of your brand information, there. But another great relevant product to be handing out to your customers today.
But let's be honest. Who's really wearing pants when they're working from home? So it is it's an essential piece.
Yeah. Earlier when you said that you should have brought those, you had some of those custom wine bottles there.
Well, that's
you to get up, but then I was like, nah, probably not wearing pants.
I had to crawl out of here. So
yeah. Other items. Chad, want to talk about the sock piece, or just the more of the custom shipped piece?
Yeah, the socks. For a customer, which is what we're doing now, actually, is a flyer there eventually. But custom socks has been a big thing. and this is anything to do with any of the things we've talked about. This is showing socks. It doesn't have to be socks. It can be anything. But we did for a customer is a pair of socks. It has a nice 5x7 postcard in it that said something from their employer, like I forget what this one said exactly, but talking about like, hope you're staying healthy. We miss you, that type of thing. And it had a really cool pair of branded socks in it. Yeah, ship them. We send them out for you. We mail them, package them up, ship them out to people's homes. Such a cool item. It is actually I think for a couple of years, it's actually been one of my favorite promo items. Like if I'm out at, even non-industry trade shows and someone gives me a pair of socks, like I recently got a pair of Adobe socks from Adobe and things like that. Like it's, to me, I love them. It's a cool item. I keep them. Yeah. I think about every pair of socks that I now wear is, a pair of branded, colorful, goofy socks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like this piece, I think Chad had said it shows socks, but we can do this with multiple types of programs. So we can pick out the correct item that works for you and do the drop shipping directly to your customers. You give us your address lists, and we do the rest that way. So great product in that way. Let me see. Here's one that I wanted. Another thing right now, obviously, is apparel, and then I'm going to get into those cookies that Bill had talked about on there. But apparel is always a great thing. T-shirts are always great. People at home. We have an amazing price on our screen printed T-shirts that you'll see here, and it's just an easy product as well to ship. So you could get these, and whether we do the drop shipping directly for you, or if it's something that you do, it's an easy product that can be thrown into a USPS mailer, envelope and shipped to customers directly to homes, to their businesses if they're still in there, to your employees' homes, things like that. So, and we'll help you do, design of the product, of the shirt if needed. So that's always a great product and relevant in this time. You mean, take it, put your logo on it, and add some other saying to it, about being in quarantine, or throw a roll of toilet paper in your design. And it's sure to be a hit right now. Right?
Just don't wrap it in toilet paper. That is excessive waste. We should not be doing.
Yes, Elizabeth. I'll reach out to you for sure on that. So, all right. Here's one of probably my favorite product right now. Let me get this pulled up. But it's our, and again, a product that I've always loved, but right now it's just so easy to be, of a program to be drop shipping. So we have our, custom tins of cookies, treats, different snacks, things like that. So I'm going to flip, through this here, but it's product that can be drop shipped directly just as it is. And I'll show you once I, stop sharing some of the actual product here, but it can be filled with, tons of different items. So from chocolate chip cookies to key lime, cookies, to a trail mix, item, to popcorn, pistachios. There's like 12 different products, I think, that we can put inside these, containers. It's all baked fresh upon order. Well, pistachios we don't bake, but it's all made, fresh upon order and put into your full custom, containers. Comes in a couple different ways to where we can bulk ship it, as you see there, the containers, or what is called chunky mail. And so the containers are designed, and I'll show you in more detail here. Containers are designed for chunky mail, with the USPS, so we can put a label directly on it and ship it, just like that. And your full branding is on there. Let me get to a couple more images of it here. Or you can do it to where it's a full custom, box. So the tins are inside a full box, as you see here. And you can do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and it's fully branded with your item. And it's, for the money, it's just an amazing product. there. So here's another item, and we'll be posting more, on this. But it's just a stellar product that way. So you can do them like this, like Samsung did, and just their simple, sleek design. Inside of this one, the chocolate chip cookies, the bulk mail piece, that I'm talking about. So this is designed with the label right there in it. Well, backwards here. Label right there in it, so where you can put the stamp on it, and you can ship this direct, just as it is that way. So the cookies, I got to have one here. But these are the cookies that Bill was talking about earlier, and they are phenomenal, truly, or awesome, as I love to say. So another great item that we have that we can do that on. So all of these products that can be drop shipped directly to your customer, they don't have to be. You can still get them in bulk. Depends on what your business state currently is, but we can help you in many ways with that. So anything else on that, Chad?
No, not other than yeah, and I agree. Who doesn't? It's again one of those things that edible items like cookies, chocolates, things like that are always a huge hit. Again, if it's not if it's something they're not going to maybe eat themselves, they're definitely going to give it to somebody like their wife or bring it home to their spouse or something. I mean, the cookies are really amazing. I think one of my favorite is the little key lime bites. Incredible as well. So
you mean these?
I do.
They are good.
I hear you chew on those ones as well.
Sorry. There's one more thing I want to show that we did for a local restaurant here, and I think it's something that could be awesome, especially now that we have another month of takeout and not going into a place, right? But there's an option here that we have if you have local restaurants or anybody on here that has a restaurant. A great way to get some extra, one, it helps, extra money come into your business, that you need right now as a restaurant, but then also, is continued branding, for yourself. But a couple different products that we can do that you can basically, they're full branded custom products. When somebody comes for a takeout order, you can offer to, sell them this mug. And how a restaurant here was doing that is telling them that, $5, from that was going directly into their employee fund, that way. So, that goes into that employee relief fund to help, cover some of the stuff and keep employees on, so that when this is all over, we can go right back into those restaurants and still have them there. So we can definitely help out restaurants in that way as well. And yeah, I did put, one of those was the Rail House that I had on that. So that's down where Mark and Lisa live, right by them. Awesome restaurant. If you're not in Minnesota, sorry, you're just missing out.
Are they open right now?
No. I think they were doing some takeout stuff, but not at the moment. But they will be. Okay, I appreciate everybody that jumped on. I think we'll continue to do more of this because there's more awesome products, but we're at 40 some minutes, here. If we can help your brand, your business in any way, it doesn't even matter if you are going to be buying products now or ever want to buy products. If you have questions on branded merchandise, promotional products, I would love for you to reach out to us, send me a message so we can chat and just discuss anything that you would have questions on. Or if you're currently buying products and you want to understand a different process, or maybe tell me what you have been using, and if I have suggestions on something that you should be doing differently, would love that opportunity. So is this where you're going to play your guitar now?
That's just for show. maybe in the next episode we'll bust out
the guitar.
We'll bust out a teaser for next time. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So
no, I think the biggest thing, like you said, stay relevant. it's not a time to definitely not a time to kick back and relax. Even though you're home, I think staying relevant is huge. It's something that we're pushing hard, and I notice a lot of companies that are doing the same. So if we can help you, we'll be here.
Staying relevant is probably the biggest thing I would love companies to take away from this. And Nation Imprint has products to make you to continue to stay relevant right now.
Yeah, Ryan, just a note before you make sure you shut it off before you stand up.
Yeah. All right. See y'all.
All right. See you guys.